Each of the tribes of Israel had their own separate emblems, their own separate standards. Standards are listed in the Midrash Rabbah, and the tribes of Joseph, Ephraim and Manasseh, each had their own separate standard, but when they are considered together as one entity of Joseph, they had a third standard. And this standard representing Joseph was a picture of Egypt. A picture of Egypt, which could be taken to either have been a pyramid or a sphinx. In this case it was a pyramid representing Joseph, and a picture of a pyramid appears on the Great Seal of America. You can see it on the dollar bill. It has a Great Seal of America, and above the Great Seal, you have a triangle, iron. A triangle with an eye inside of it, representing the all-seeing eye of providence above the pyramid. And this triangle with the eye inside of it, the all-seeing eye, is found on the Great Seal of the USA, as seen on the dollar bill. And it's also found on the separate seal of Colorado. Each USA state has its own seal, and on the seal has something connected to the state. And so you have this all-seeing eye on the seal of Colorado, and this eye represents Joseph, which confirms an identification of Colorado with Joseph, and especially with Manasseh. And this eye, incidentally, the word eye and iron in the Hebrew are very similar. In English, eye, in Hebrew, iron. They're almost the same. So this eye is mentioned, recalled in the blessing that Jacob who was renamed Jacob, who was renamed Israel blessed his sons before he died. He blessed all 12 of his sons, all of the tribes. And he gave a special blessing to Joseph, a separate blessing to Joseph beforehand. And the blessing to Joseph said, amongst other things, it said that Joseph, as translated in conventional English translations, Joseph is a fruitful bough, even a fruitful bough by a well, whose branches run over the wall. So that's how it comes out in this translation. Literally, word for word is good enough. But the Hebrew has double meanings. The Hebrew also connotes other things. It says other things. It says in effect, translating it from the Hebrew, that a powerful, fruitful son is Joseph. Under the eye above, or with the eye above him, the eye of providence above him, this is a blessing to Joseph. The word translated in English is as by a well. The expression by a well in Hebrew is alayon, literally with the eye above. The eye above is connected with Joseph, was given the blessing to Joseph. And he goes on, his branches run over the wall, also, which may also be explainable to mean that his offshoots run over beyond their boundaries, or run forward for the bull of Joseph. At all events, we have this blessing of the eye, of the all-seeing eye, in the blessing to Joseph. It is on the Great Seal of the USA, proving that the USA in general belongs to Joseph. And it's also found in the separate state seal of Colorado, proving or confirming our identification of Colorado as a state, especially belonging to Joseph. And in this case, specifically the tribe of Manasseh.